Hello children, how are you? I am Masood Fatma. I will teach you moral science. This video is for the students of class 5th. In this video, I will teach you lesson 4, that is love is life.
Now children, let's study lesson 4, that is love is life. Okay, open your book on page 15. Opened? Okay. Now I'm going to read the lesson. Okay, and I will read paragraph wise and explain it. Means it will be explained in parts. Okay, so now I'm going to read the first paragraph. Please see the book and pay attention. Okay, now lesson 4, love is life. God is supreme. He created the universe as well as all living beings. God loves all his creations. All saints teach us the way to love, the path that leads to God. If we love his creations, we also love God. If a man does not follow this principle of love, there is disorder and disharmony on earth. Okay, now I am going to explain it, so listen carefully. Children, you know that love is a short word having just 4 letters, but it has deep meaning. Actually, both love and life both have what? 4 letters only, and that's why both have close connection. Okay, actually, love is a very sweet word, but it is the most misunderstood word because love is of many types. Love for poor, love for your friend, love for your parents, love for your brothers, sisters, and relatives. Okay, all are love, but they have different feelings with different relations. Okay, do you know with the different relations it is expressed differently? Sometimes it is patient, sometimes respectful, sometimes working hard to heal the broken relation. Okay, but the highest type of love is the love of man for God, and love and God's love for man. Okay, means love of man for God and God's love for man. This is called unconditional love. Means the love and affection without any limitation or without any conditions. Okay, it means true or complete love. But what's happening today? Man is lacking behind this type of love. Today, love has also taken the form of business. That's why today there is social disharmony in the world. Okay, our purpose in life should be experience God's love and to share it with the world. Okay, do you remember children the hymn you used to sing in during assembly for prayers? Do you remember that? What was that? Yes, it was love, it was that made us, and it was love that saved us. Love was God's plan when He made man. God's divine nature is love. I'm not singing, I'm just reading, like telling you the words only. Okay, I hope you remember. Do you remember? Have you ever thought what does it mean? No, you have not thought. Now, God, who is God? Tell me. Yes, of course, He is the creator of the whole world. He is supreme. He is almighty. And what What was God's plan for us? God's plan for us was to love one another. All the saints, all the religious books show us the path of love. And this path leads to God. So let's love one another, for love is from God. Okay? And whoever loves has been born of God and knows God, and the one who does not love means he does not know God. You know, this chapter deals with the qualities of love. Okay, so now I'm going to read the qualities. First paragraph with the quality is, please see again in the book, I'm going to read. Love makes all living beings live happily. You need love just as you need air to breathe. It is the love of your parents that makes you grow. Just now I told you that this chapter deals with the qualities of love. So your first sentence in this paragraph, love makes all living beings live happily, means if we love each other, we will grow in harmonious atmosphere. Okay, and it's as essential as air to breathe. You know, air is a life-giving substance. No, without air can you live? No. So like without air we cannot live. Similarly, we cannot live without love. Okay, children. Now next paragraph, see what's written there. Again I am going to read. Love is a health-giving tonic. This is another quality. A famous child specialist used to write TLC every 3 hours on the charts of weak children in his hospital. The nurses understood what TLC was: tender, loving care. The children recovered only with a few medicine. Now see, love is a health-giving tonic. Do you know how it is a health-giving tonic? Why it is called a health-giving tonic? See, as you take tonic for your health, when you become weak, you go and ask for tonic, some tonic, and doctor also gives you some tonic to recover your health and for strength. Similarly, love gives strength, freshness in life. You know, the child specialist, they used to say TLC. TLC, the full form is tender, loving care. Means a child should be loved after every 3 hours. Why? Because that touch, that care gives energy, happiness to the child. It touches his heart and soul. It works like some health boosting drink. Understood how it is health giving tonic? Yeah. Now, next I'm going to read. See, it's starting with love heals. This is another quality. Love heals. Now I'm going to read. Love heals. Children who are unwilling to go to school are convinced by the love and care of their mothers. Now see, love heals. How it heals? It gives a healing touch. How? When you are not in a mood to do something, like mother says do your homework or go to school, what happens? You are not willing to go. But when your mother says lovingly and hugs you, and then she asks you to do what she wants, you happily, means you willingly agree to do. Why? Because this love and affection always touches our heart. A person who loves has a gentle, caring and compassionate heart. Okay, now I'm going to read again. See the next line or next paragraph. Love makes one proud of the success of others. This is another quality. It does not envy. Another quality. Love wants to give rather than receive. It rejoices at being together. It finds happiness in caring and sharing. Love forgives. The supreme manifestation of love is sacrifice. Love is gentle. It makes us generous and kind to others. Love never dies. All great men and women of the world are people who have loved others. They are remembered by their loving deeds. Now, till here I have read and I will be explaining now. Okay, it is on page 15 only. Please see. Now, as I told you, this chapter is dealing with what? The qualities of love. Like what love? Like love shows mutual respect, acceptance, selflessness, trust, healing, growth, then companionship, never envious, openness, forgiveness, and moreover, it wants to give rather than receive. Means it demands sacrifice. Love demands sacrifice. It's written over here, no? The supreme manifestation of love is sacrifice. So means it demands sacrifice, and thus it never dies. You know that our leaders sacrificed their lives for a country, India. Why they did so? Why they sacrificed their life? Yes, because they loved their country. It was their love for their country that they happily sacrificed their lives for its freedom. Today they are not alive. Still, we remember them lovingly and with tears of kindness and in our eyes, okay, and hearts. In fact, we love their loving deeds. Means their sacrifice we love, not the personality or the body or the physique. We love their kind deed, their loving deed. What they did, they gave us a free country. Though they sacrificed their lives, they are not here living, they are not alive to enjoy this freedom. We are enjoying this freedom. But they sacrificed their lives for the country and the countrymen. Okay? Now, turn the page. See page 60. Now I am going to read page 60. Listen carefully, children. Even plants and animals need love to grow. Pets move around you looking for your love and attention. Trees and plants around human habitation yield more fruits. Love is patience. It makes us tolerant towards others. A loving person is always willing to listen patiently to others. Now, till here I have read. Now, I am going to explain it. So, listen carefully. Now, what do you think, children? Only we human beings need love? No. If you think so, it's wrong. We all the living beings need love, care, respect, kindness, etc. We all, even plants, animals, all need love. Okay? And if they are nurtured with love, they grow nicely. Plants give lots of fruits. And then our pets, they always come running towards us. Why? Because we love them. They know their master is going to love. So, and you know, the great quality is love is patient and kind. If you have love in your heart, you will also have tolerance. But in today's era, what's happening? People do not have time to listen to others. People say, oh, please say soon what you want to say. I don't have much time. So tell me, is it good? No. So please develop this quality of being patient, tolerant, and kind. And this is possible by nurturing your heart with what? Love for all living beings. Okay? So, till here I have explained. Now see, here's a story that I am going to read, and that will make you understand the value, the significance of love, means how important love is. Okay, so please children, listen carefully to the story. Now I am going to read it. Okay, and by reading only you will understand. In between I will be explaining also. Okay, now see, from here the story starts. A woman had. Put your finger there and see in the book, listen carefully. Is that clear? Now I am going to read. A woman who had been praying for long for wealth and success was surprised to find three old men with long white beards sitting in front of a house. Okay, a woman was praying. For what she was praying? She was praying for wealth and success. Then when God saw that, when God heard the prayer, when he accepted the prayer, he sent three men. And what happened? This lady saw three men sitting in front of a house. What she said, and you have to remember these children, please, the dialogues or the words given in the inverted commas, for who said to whom. So please, I don't think, what she said, I don't think I know you, but you must be hungry. Please come in and have something to eat. Now she thought that some Sadhu Baba, like saint, is sitting out. So she called them and she said that please come in and you must be hungry and I will give you something to eat. Then, is your husband at home? What they asked? All three asked. Is your husband at home? They asked. No, she said. He's out. Then we cannot come in, they replied. Then in the evening, when her husband came home, she told him that three old men were waiting for him outside the house. Her husband said, go tell them I am at home and invite them in. The woman went out and invited the men in. Now see what the men are saying. We do not go into a house together, they replied. Then the woman asked, why is that so? She wanted to know. One of the old men explained, I am love and others are wealth and success. Now three old men were there. One was love, the other was wealth, and the other was success. Another was success. Okay. Then he added, now go in and discuss with your husband which one of us you want in your home. Now the woman comes inside because they said that go and ask his choice what he wants, which one first. The woman went in and told her husband what was said. Her husband was overjoyed. Now husband is saying, see how nice, he said. Who said this? This husband is saying. Okay. Now, see, this is page 17. He said, let us invite wealth. Let him come in and fill our home with wealth. His wife disagreed. My dear, why don't we invite success? Then their daughter in law was listening. She jumped in with her own suggestion. Would it not be better to invite love? Our home will then be filled with love. Go out and invite love to be our guest, said the man to his wife. The woman went out and asked the three old men, which one of you is love? Please come in and be our guest. Love got up and started walking towards the house. The other two also got up and followed him. The woman was surprised and asked, wealth and success. I only invited love. Why are you coming in? The old men replied together, if you had invited wealth or success, the other two of us would have stayed out. But since you invited love, wherever he goes, we go with him. Wherever there is love, there is wealth and success. I hope you understood this. Okay, the story that they discussed, then they tried to invite success. One tried to invite wealth, but what happened? The daughter-in-law says that let us invite love, and when love came, she invited love, and love, these wealth and success also followed love. So children, I hope you have understood the importance of loves. Means if you want wealth and success, the ladder or the key you should use is love. People say hard work is the key to success. It's true. It's very true. Hard work is needed. But alone hard work will not lead you to success. Take an example of chocolate. Okay. You eat chocolate and you say, oh, it's very tasty. But if I give you only cocoa to eat, will you say it's very tasty? No. But if I mix it with milk and sugar, then what will you say? You will surely say that, oh, it's yummy. Same is the case with love, wealth and success. If you have love in your heart, wealth and success will always be there at your door. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, so that without love nothing is possible. So that's all for this lesson. Written work and exercises, question answers I'll be uploading in the assignment file in Campus Care later. Okay, so thank you and God bless you.